I want to look at an example to help you understand of how to deal with something called a composite function. Composite function is a function that's within a function. What I have are two functions, f of x and g of x. Then over on the right side, I have a couple of different ideas. The first one says f is composed with g at 1. G is composed of f at 1. F is composed of f at -2. And g is composed of g at -1. I'm going to go through these examples just to help you understand how to work with some compositions or composite functions. So f, circle g, or f composed with g, at 1 means f, where I'm going to do the second function first. F composed with g, so let's find out what g of 1 is first, get that solution, then put it into the f function. See that this is just g of x, 4 times x, but this time I wanted to use a 1, so it equals f of 4. So now I want to find out what happens on the f function when it's evaluated at 4. So f composed with g at 1 is 29. Let's do this function the other way. G composed of f at 1. You have an idea how I'm going to write that out? G of f of 1. F of 1 is 2 times 1 squared minus 3. That's just a function, f of x. 2 times 1 squared is 2. 2 minus 1, -1. And then evaluate this function g at -1. The g function is up here, which is 4 times -1. Actually, I don't need that g. It's 4 times -1 equals -4. So when I compose the function the other way, I get -4. Let's look at the next example. F of f, or f composed with f. And we're going to do this at -2. You see how they're just kind of being nestled within each other? Four, 8 minus 3. So evaluating that function at -2 produces a 5. Now I want to take that 5, put it back into the f function. So I take that function, nestled it the first time at -2, produces a 5. I take that 5, throw it back into that function, produces a 47. And then lastly, let's look at this example, g composed with g at -1. G of -1, that's a 4 times a -1. Gives me a -4. Now I evaluate the function, g again, at -4. Produces a -16. So there's my solution of g composed with g at -1. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a value within a function, get the solution of that value, throwing it back into the function again, or the other function. Kind of a function nestled within a function.